All right, the next Antweight is going to be a multi-bot of the Minions, driven by David and Ethan, up against Blue Steel, driven by Travis. So Ethan and David over here have a multi-bot. The idea behind these is this is a 1 pound weight class, and each of these robots is half a pound. So together they constitute one robot. And the rule behind this is in order to beat them, you have to take out over 50% of their weight. And since they're each half a pound, you're going to have to take them both out. The advantage they do have is that with two of them, they're a lot harder target to hit. They can work together, they can isolate their opponent, they can just keep him busy and keep him off his game. The downside is that you only have, each one of them is half as strong, so they can be easier to take out, and if one's down, well, now it's only half a bot, and it's going to be a lot harder of a fight. I'm going to give them names because it's really hard to tell which one's which, so there's going to be Wedge and the Finger, and the one with the little lifting arm in the front is going to be the Finger, at least for as long as it continues to have that finger. Has a tendency to come apart. What, Minion 1 and Minion 2?
Like Bob,
Dave,
Steve, I don't know.
And then over in the blue corner, Travis is setting up Blue Steel. This one here has an overhead spinning bar. It's actually quite an effective little weapon. Spins fast, hits hard. And he's got two little wedge fingers on the front there, and the idea of those is that they're able to get the opponent up off their wheels and into the weapon if he can run into them, usually exposing kind of the underbelly and preventing them from getting away too easily. The other hard part about driving a multi-bot is you've got two drivers with two brains, and they rarely know what each other is doing. Ready, guys? All right, the drivers are ready, judges are ready. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, fight. All right, Blue Steel spinning up as the Minions try to part ways. Uh-oh, they both end up going the same direction, and the Finger got hit hard into the red hazard there. Let's see, he's now waiting for his turn as the Wedge being driven by Ethan, who's now flipped upside down as well. Hey, look at that teamwork there, excellent. Did manage to get a good hard flip on Blue Steel, but as they were too busy flipping themselves back over, yeah. And there's the problem. Oh, geez, look at that. Wedge putting Travis into the red hazard, who's now forced to right himself by flailing around on his weapon. It is a powerful enough weapon, though, that he can do that and completely takes a wheel off of the Wedge. That Wedge bot is going to be having a hard time now. And another good hard hit there on the back of the second one there. The Finger took a bunch of chunks of foam out of those wheels. That was not good for its driving ability. It is still working. Does it still have the Finger on it? No, the Finger is gone. And now the Finger is fingerless. He's still able to drive his robot, and a fairly capable pusher at that. But now here's the problem, is that he's only half of a robot. And in a pushing match, he's probably not going to do very well against that full-size Blue Steel. And Blue Steel taking advantage of this, hitting him hard on the front there, the weapon. Not worrying too much about the Wedge guy. Oh my goodness, there goes the weapon clean off of Blue Steel. The entire motor can has come off with the weapon attached, so now he's just a pusher. So now we have 3 pushers, one of which only has 1 wheel. But there is an open side there. Blue Steel getting those finger wedges around him, and this is exactly what those things are able to do as well, is to direct their opponent around. So he can use those to get around the sides of his opponent or in between the pieces of his opponent, and use that to push them around. He's actually quite a capable pusher, despite his main mode of operation being that overhead spinning bar. And you can see here, pushing the second one into the first one. I think he's going to try and use them as bait. Maybe use them as armor, just like robot shield. In the meantime, the Finger one there, trying to get around behind him and trying to push him, but Blue Steel quite fast, I think almost as fast as the second one, but a little bit better downforce, I think, a little bit better controlled. 45 seconds still to go. Now getting into the large wedge there. I think Travis would like to be able to push him up the side if he could, but it is hard with the two of them there. Well, he's trying to direct him. I did see that as he turns around and promptly puts the Finger into the red hazard. 30 seconds still to go. Good pushing match between the two of them. Actually, that's impressive for the Finger because, again, he's only half the size. But he's doing a good job nonetheless. Travis Blue Steel trying to get him towards that side push out, but it is difficult to control what direction they're going because they've got their own motors and they're trying to interfere with it as much as they can if they get into that position. 10 seconds remaining. Can he get one of them out the side? That would be a huge victory for him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time is up. That's the end of the match. Well driven to all 3 of you. My goodness. I can't believe they all stayed in as long as they did. So this will go to a judge's decision. Once again, damage, aggression, and control. There was definitely some damage on there, but on both sides, losing that weapon does count as damage towards blue steel. But aggression and control as well, very important aspects. That's over 2/3 of the scoring. So this will be a very difficult one for the judges, I'm sure, as they very quickly come up with an answer. And it was a split decision, but the winner will be blue steel. Congratulations, Travis.